guys, and welcome to a new look of our podcasts. So, as you can see, we're in a new studio. How did this happen?
Magic, isn't it?
It is. So we thought, while we've got a bit of space and a bit of spare time in our hands, we thought we'd give the podcast a bit of an update.
Bit of a makeover.
Yeah. So we've got a few things to talk about now. We're going to kind of concentrate on the here and now and what's happened this week on social media and what's going on in the world of motorhoming and yeah,
quite a few things to talk about today.
there is. So one thing I've got to bring up, and I've got to bring it first because it's everywhere, everybody's talked about it, a couple of our friends have had videos on it already.
Yeah.
So this week there has been a couple who have just come back from being abroad.
Yep.
They drove all the way home, may I add, and they had a pair of feet dangling underneath their bike rack.
Yeah, so this couple managed to get all the way home with an immigrant.
They did, yeah. I kind of a bit I don't know where you would put that on your list of search, and I understand, I know you have a varying opinion of me, but I think when I'm going on holiday or when I'm coming back, I think my brain set would be more like, where's my passport? Have I got my tickets? Have I done everything I'm meant to do to get across the border? Rather than sit there and think, oh, wait a minute, let's go around the whole entire van and check every hole and every hidey place.
But it's not the first time that this has happened. That maybe not brought somebody back into the country, but certainly people have found immigrants on their vehicles abroad before they've got back to the port. So my top of my list, I think, it would be making sure there's nobody on the roof and there's nobody in the bike rack. So,
but let's just wait. Before we finish the conversation, let's actually have a look at this clip because it is absolutely brilliant. They did call the police. So that was a bonus. They did actually get the police out. But as you can see, he was literally underneath the tarpaulin of the bikes. And there's a lot of police there to say that it's only one guy. But I feel so sorry for them. It's such a shame that this is what's caused £1,500 fine that they got for that.
Yeah, the authorities have said that they found them that amount of money because they want to use it as a deterrent. It's not a punishment, purely so that people check before they come back and bring somebody that they weren't expecting with them.
Yeah, so maybe let's use that as a bit of an example. If you are going to Europe this year, maybe have a check under your van on the way back. But I do also have to say as well, do make sure you're checking it all the time, because we have seen, there is another clip of a lady who's in full floods of tears because somebody's managed to climb in the back of their van and gone down underneath their bed.
Yeah.
And they've actually had somebody come up to them and said, somebody's got inside your van, and she would have never have known. And as a female traveller, that has to be quite scary.
Yeah, you can't assume that your van's as you left it. You've got to make sure that you've checked it all thoroughly.
Not just that, she wasn't actually really, really close to the border either. She'd filled up a fuel quite far away from the border, from Calais. So they're using every opportunity, every garage. I think they're camping outside of garages now, hoping and praying that somebody stops. So so maybe one to watch out for is check your bike rack. Might save you £1,500.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, to add on to your holiday.
Now we're going to have a quick conversation about something that really grinds on Andrew's gears. Scarborough.
Yeah, Scarborough. We've done a couple of podcasts, as you probably will have seen already, about the fact that Scarborough Council no longer exists. It's now the North Yorkshire Council. They've banned motorhomes and camper vans from parking overnight around Scarborough, Whitby and closer to Filey as well. On the say-so of a handful of people, and it really, really is annoying so many people. The news this week, Stuart, they've spent £31,000 on a new logo. And, what makes it worse, they've lost the white rose.
So they couldn't afford to put in some signage to make Scarborough work, but they can spend 31 grand on some young lad designing a logo. Have these people not heard of Fiverr?
Well, I know I could have done it for a £5 as well, but it's waste, isn't it? It's so much money for a simple logo that didn't need changing, but they can't provide the money for a few signs to provide motorhomers and campervanners with instructions and rules of what they can and can't do if they allow overnight parking.
See, you're saying that. So, just to wind you up a little bit more, we did actually find a picture of what a council should, and they are doing in other places, to make it easier for motorhomers. As you can see, that is simple. That is all they need to put on
Yeah.
a couple of lampposts along that road near the pay and display machines, and we would follow it.
And that is not going to cost £31,000.
No, it's not. And it's already policed. It's already got people going up and down there, ticketing and whatever else. So they're already doing it. It wouldn't make it any more difficult for them to do it already. There is an extended video. There is a lot of videos in our back catalogue of Scarborough and the whole park and saga. We will link them above for you, Billy, so if you're really interested in seeing Andrew really lose his temper, head over to them videos. But I'm quite intrigued to understand where this 31,000 has actually gone. Is that literally one person being sat there and going, I'll just delete that bit, look at that amazing new logo?
It seems endemic of councils and governments that they just waste money or don't put it into the right places. This is our council tax that we pay for these things to happen.
I've got away with that. Did you hear about the 2 folders?
Oh my goodness, 2 folders in central government, £1,200, 600 quid for a ring binder. Are you kidding me?
But it could be worse. At least they're not redoing their houses at a huge amount of money, are they?
Well, no, they're doing their offices, and they redecorated some offices at a cost of £138,000. How much are they paying for wallpaper and paint?
I don't even think it's wallpaper. I think it's literally just a lick of paint. But I think they're getting this paint from like Lawrence de Wellborn or somebody like that, I guess.
Too many backhanders, and I dread to think how much of this £31,000 for this logo didn't actually go to creating the logo.
But that is a story for next time, because we don't want to get cancelled. And a bit of a safety warning. I don't know if anybody's seen it this week, but some fellow YouTubers had a very big safety issue this week.
Yeah, they did. They all felt very ill while they were in their van, including the dogs. They all were sleepy, fell asleep. Found out later that they'd been poisoned by gas. Important that you get a carbon monoxide detector.
We did buy one. They are so cheap to buy, and it's an investment that I think everybody, as well as a fire alarm, should have in their vehicle. We wish Bertie Bus and everybody else a fast recovery, and I hope the dogs are okay. And it is something that everybody should be really cautious of. You are carrying a chemical that can kill.
It's odourless and it's colourless.
We have found one. We will link them below in Amazon for you if you want to have a look at them, or just so you can see exactly what you need to or you should be buying for your vehicle. It is paramount that everybody has safety equipment. Yeah, don't be silly. Spend the 20 quid. It's going to save a life.
It is, and most people have got gas in the van, so if you're using gas for your cooker, your oven, your heating, it's really important you get these things right. It can be fatal.
So, if anybody hasn't already seen our video on Tuesday, we actually are back on the road. We have passed our MOT. Avandra has now got another year's worth. But if anybody who hasn't been following our story, we have always seemed to have a lot of issues when it comes to MOTs. You have some more info from higher up.
In fact, we got in contact with DVSA last year after we'd failed an MOT, failed another one, passed one, because the results of each one were all very different. And I wasn't happy with the fact that the first test centre hadn't found some dangerous things on our van.
And they were dangerous. We aren't talking about just a tyre or something like that. There was major structural problems with the motorhome. And we did speak to them. They gave us an update. They were very hands-on with us, weren't they? We were quite surprised that there was a way of you being in control of how you can sort of go around your MOT, and especially when you're not happy with an MOT, there is people and places that you can complain to and that you can speak to. So you got in contact with them twice.
Yeah, they rang me just this week. Very nice conversation with a man who explained exactly what was happening. We discussed the fact that we bought our van on the basis of 3 virtually clean MOTs 3 years prior to us buying it, which obviously weren't right because we know that now from last year's MOTs.
Yeah.
So not only are they now investigating what's happened with us recently, they're actually going to go back and have a look what happened with those previous 3 as well. So they're on the case.
So if I have failed an MOT and I'm worried about my test centre and I think there's something not right, who do I contact?
Well, in the first instance, go back to the MOT centre and ask them the questions. If you're not getting any joy, go to DVSA. You can email them, you can ring them. Probably best to email them, to be fair. Might take a little while for them to come back to you, but when they do get back to you, they will act. they will have a look and see what's going on. The data that they've got, I was told by this officer, is immense. They've got reports that tell them all sorts of things. If you think something's not right, you can go to them, they can retest it, and you can get a refund, and you can get it retested somewhere else. So it's worth not just accepting what the MOT centre if you don't think it's right.
Yes, and if you are interested or you have any problems, there is a full vlog. We did a whole video about MOTs and about how you can go through and what the other options are. We will link that above. We will also leave the information for you down below if you want to contact them. Thank you, Andrew, for that.
That's a pleasure.
And now on to something that, we're all ready raving for. It is the beginning of the season. Auto Trail Owners Club have actually having their first rally this week. And I have heard, sneaking suspicions, new for this year, is they've got an app.
For booking? Yeah, I wonder who's written that for them.
Yes, so if you are thinking about joining any sort of owners club, I would highly recommend that you have a look now. Now is the time to join, because they've all just put out their lists. They're all getting ready, raving. The sun started to come out.
Yeah, I mean, Auto Trail, we know them very well. We've got an Auto Trail, as we all know. We're part of the owners club ourselves. They've sponsored our shirts this year as well, which is lovely. They're on the first rally at the moment. They're in Swanage. They do 50 rallies a year, and it's great value because you can find yourself in a field in July and August for around £10 a night.
I think bonus thing about rallies, especially with owners clubs, is you're getting to meet other people who have, if not the same van as you, another one that is very, very similar. You become a really good acquaintance with people, you make friends that you can spend all year with. It is such a lovely thing. But I would suggest, doesn't matter what sort of vehicle you have a look around, because about 90% of all different manufacturers actually have owners clubs. If they don't, you can find one that's specifically tailored for what you're into, whether it be beaches, whether it be walking. There is so many out there, and it's a way with, if you're a single traveller, way of meeting new people.
Absolutely, there are pop-up rallies all over the country, and some in Europe as well.
And that leads us swiftly on to something else that's just starting soon. It's the festival season. I have seen festivals advertised everywhere. There is festivals for everybody's taste, everybody's budget included. And a big one that we have to give a big shout out to is another one that Andrew's got on his shirt. Yeah, which is Vanlife Fest at the Hall. They're having 2 this year. But yeah, this one's another one coming up. And I know there's a Warner's Brother one coming up as well soon.
Yeah, there's just loads of them. We do have a part on our website that's got a list of them.
There is. So if you're interested in festivals and you want to have a quick flick around, we'll link that for you down below as well. So because we've got this kind of new look and the new way that we're going to do podcasts, we want you. That's what we want. We want all of you lovely people that watch our videos to get in touch. So what we're going to do is we are going to show a dog of the week. As you can see, our lovely Luna up here. So yeah, so we're going to do this once a week. So if you've got animals and you want to send in your pictures, you want to send us your stories, any questions, anything that you want us to have a bit of a dig and a dive into, send them through. So that is the email there that you can use. It will be tagged below as well, because a lot of people can't, but it will be below. Send us all your messages, send us your photographs, send us your vans, your stories. Send us all your bits and bobs so you might be featured on the back wall.
For those that are listening to the podcast and can't see what Stuart's saying, it's a really, really cute picture of a small dog.
Andrew, what's coming up this week?
On Sunday, it's our bi-weekly, you got the giggles over this the other
I
night,
did.
Our fortnightly quiz. The prize is raffle tickets for 2 tickets weekend camping at Malton.
Yes, so you can join us on a Sunday. It happens twice a month, every other week, bi-weekly apparently. To play the quiz, you can get a chance of getting 2 raffle tickets. The raffle tickets we're putting into a big system, and we'll be drawing a number to win the 2 tickets.
The prize, as I say, is that weekend camping. It's worth around £140. Even if you haven't got a van, you can join in, win the tickets, and give them to somebody else or sell them on.
If you aren't in the quizzes and you would like to support this amazing charity, you can buy them. Then we do have a website which will be linked to below for you to go and have a gander. We have a vlog, we have our map. There is a lot of different things on there about us and who we are. But there is also on there the chance of being able to buy tickets. 100% of this money will be going to Andy's Man Club. Andy's Man Club is an amazing charity. It is there to support men with mental health and raise awareness of it, because a lot of people don't understand and don't know that men go through it just as much as women do, and this charity does an amazing job. So if you would like to help by making a donation to them, buy some raffle tickets while you're doing it. It's all going to an amazing cause, and we would like to say thank you for the people that already have.
Yeah, Andy's Man Club is such an important charity. 13 men every single day take their own lives, which is really, really sad. It's been brought home to us where we are living at the moment. Just this last week or two, we've had a case in this village as well.
We have, yes.
And exactly that. If they can help, you know, it's a great cause. So please buy a couple of raffle tickets. They're £1 each.
And that comes to the end of our first ever brand new podcast news channel thing, whatever you want to call it. We do need to do a couple of thank yous. We need to massive thank you to Macklin, who is our one and only subscriber member. If you would like to become a member and you would like to help support the channel and see us do daft things like this, then please, there's a link below, click on the side. There's loads of places that you can do it. Yeah, and you get a special thank you from us. Also, don't forget, at the moment, we've still got a few HelloFresh boxes going out. So if you do become a member, you get a HelloFresh box.
For free. Well, £4.95 delivery.
You have to pay the P&P.
Yeah, it's worth having the great meals.
So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've seen us standing up. That's just strange.
About,
you can actually see how tall I am compared to Andrew now. Way taller.
I'm getting a box for next time.
Yes, so thank you everybody. Like I said earlier on, give us a message, leave us a comment. Yeah, get in touch with us. We'd love to hear back from you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to know how people feel about a faster, speedier podcast than the regular half an hour. Is it too short? Is there anything we can do to make it better?
Yeah, we'd want to hear back from you. So, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, ring the bell, click on notifications. We'll see you next time.
And if you've got any news, let us know about it.
Bye.
Bye.
I feel like I need to do that with the paper. No, that looks wrong. You can't do that.